What up, Veemers? Welcome to Veeme, aka Video Marketing Made Easy. Today we're going to be talking about something that I commonly get asked from a lot of our different clients, and that is, where should I post my videos? What's the best social media platform to use? And the answer is it depends. And so what we did is we did some research, and full disclosure, when I say we, I mean Jamie did research because everyone knows I don't read. So we pulled information from 3 spots: HubSpot, Hootsuite, and Social Media Examiner. And if you want to check out any of them, the links to the articles are right below in the description. When you're trying to figure out which platform to use, I always say pick one first. Get really good at that, learn it, and then move on and grow from there. Don't try to learn them all at once. It's just going to be too overwhelming. Think about a couple of things. Think about the audience that you're trying to reach and which social media platform that they're most likely to be spending time on. Of those platforms, which one works the best for the type of content that you want to put out? That'll help you decide, because it has to be a good fit on both sides, both for your audience and for yourself. Just pick and start with one that's going to give you a direction for the type of videos that you want to produce, and then you can build your audience from there. When we talk about each platform, we're going to be giving you demographic stats that we grabbed from Hootsuite. Now, the audience numbers in the report are there for the number of users that can be reached with ads on each platform, not the total number of active users on the platform. So when we give the number of users, that's only the users that can be reached with ads. Got it? Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the first one, Facebook. Everybody knows Facebook. It's got 2.11 billion users, and its biggest demo for both men and women is in the 25 to 34-year-old age bracket. Also, it's got some high percentages in the 18 to 24 and 35 to 44-year-old age brackets, but then there's a real steep drop-off at over 45. Facebook is the most popular platform for social media marketers. They report that Facebook has the highest return of investment, engagement, and gets the highest quality leads. Now, people tend to say in the streets, as they talk to me, like, oh, nobody uses Facebook anymore, and it's only old people there. And while that may be something that's commonly said, according to the data, that's not exactly true. Now, could that change in the future? Yes, but as of right now, we're looking at the data, and Facebook is still really awesome. Now, people go to Facebook to kill time. They tend to spend a lot of time going through their feeds, reading articles, watching videos. So with that being said, longer videos can do really well there. A lot of people think like, oh, when you're posting videos online, you got to keep them really short, 10 to 15 seconds, 30 seconds. Not necessarily the case for Facebook. Next up, we've got YouTube. So YouTube's got 2.56 billion users. And the biggest demo for both men and women is in the 25 to 34-year-old age bracket, but it's more of an even spread amongst all of the age brackets. It's the most popular platform with users over 65, and it's second place to Facebook for return of investment and engagement. And similar to Facebook, users tend to spend a lot more time on YouTube versus other social media platforms, and they expect to watch long videos there too. It's also a really great space for people who are searching for things, searching for information. It's kind of like the Google of content, so keep that in mind as well. Instagram is next. They've got 1.48 billion users, and the biggest demo for both men and women is 18 to 34 years old. But then right after that, at 35 and over, there's a steep drop-off. They're second place after Facebook for getting the highest quality leads. And so that's a key important thing. Instagram announced last year that they're putting more focus on videos. So you might have noticed that more reels are appearing in your feed, and that's because the algorithm is prioritizing video content. And unlike Facebook, Instagram users, they like to scroll. So the shorter the videos are, the better, all right? And Reels are performing really well for brands on Instagram, especially when they don't look highly produced. So a lot of brands are just kind of doing, shot on their phone, don't have the fancy equipment and stuff, and they're just doing quick, short reels and getting creative with the content. So something to think about for that. Next up, we've got TikTok. This is something that was, a year or two ago, only the kids use, and us old folks felt so old, like, what is this TikTok? Get off my lawn. But now TikTok is at 884.9 million users, And the biggest demo by far is women in the 18 to 24-year-old age bracket, followed by men in that age bracket, and men and women 25 to 34 years old, with another steep drop off at over 35 years old. So the interesting thing with TikTok is it kind of is following the same patterns that Instagram started off with, where before, when Instagram was introduced to us, all the youngsters, all the kids were using it. And then eventually us older folks started dabbling in it, and it became popular with us, and then brands started to follow. That's kind of what's happening with TikTok here, where at first it's just the high schoolers and the kids doing it and doing dancing videos. And now you're seeing a lot more of an older audience starting to jump into it, and a lot of brands using it there. So if you have any inclination to experiment there, this could be a good idea. I personally haven't started yet, but I'm planning to. So beware, all of you out there. I'm coming through to TikTok on a phone or device near you very soon. Next up, we've got LinkedIn. They've got 808.4 million users, and the biggest demo by far is men in the age range of 25 to 34, followed by women in that same age bracket, and another steep drop off at over 30. LinkedIn is good for business to business marketing and for reaching young adults entering the workforce. So a lot of professionals are on there trying to get their foot in the game or step up in the corporate ladder and such. And that's the type of people you'll be reaching there. So a lot of business type of content would do great there. Now, general tips for posting video on social media would be that you should post natively on the platform you're trying to grow your audience to make the algorithm happy. Now, what I mean by that is if you make a video, upload it to, if you're going to post it to Facebook, upload it to Facebook directly. Don't have it uploaded to YouTube and then put a link in Facebook to the YouTube channel. They're not going to be happy with that as much as you putting it right directly onto their platform. And also, this is something that I used to never do. I thought it was really confusing and it took a lot of time and I didn't know the value of it. But using hashtags and tags is a really, really important tool and activity to use to broaden your reach. Basically, hashtags and tags give an audience that you don't have access to yet a chance to find you. So if you want more information on that, we'll probably have a future episode to dive deeper into the weeds with that. And if you can't wait till then and you want to do some research on Google, you can. But this is a really, really important tool that you should not ignore. So use tags and hashtags and you will definitely be happier. You also want to spend some time on the platform that you choose, just so that you get a feel for what it's like there, just so that you know that the content that you post fits. You want to make sure that you're speaking the language and matching the fit of where you're at, because it's like going to a party and you're not dressed in the appropriate attire. You're not gonna fit in and people are going to look at you weird and it's not going to be a good experience for you. So I always say that don't just use these platforms as just something that you throw things into. Actually get involved, interact with the people there and really see what is trending and how things are going there so that you're an authentic contributor to that platform. Now, if you were in our private Facebook group, you would be joining us for the live Q&A portion right now. But I'm guessing that you're not part of it yet. So if you aren't, come on over, join. It's a free Facebook group. It's private, it's safe. It's filled with tons of Veemers just like you. And we have tons of great conversations, tips that go on in there. And this Q&A section, we dive deeper into the subjects that we talk about in these videos, answer all of your questions. You get direct access to me and Jamie, and it's a ton of fun. So if you want to learn more about it, the link to the Facebook group is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. For more on marketing to your target audience, check out this episode. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell so that the notifications show up whenever we have a brand new video so you never miss another episode of Video Marketing Made Easy.